on the log. You know, look, man, one hit, he's like 80% dead. He gets a debuff stack or he doesn't dodge, he's instantly dead in one shot. Imagine this in hardcore. This is crazy.
The creeping dark of unburdened thought.
Yeah, 10%! 10% life, man. And this is the easiest. This is the easiest of the bosses. There's 3 more difficult stages. Okay, let's watch this.
Now this is the domain where the demons actually live, and you can see the kind of creepy hand stuff they've got going on as their theme there. That's as it gets revealed.
Dang. Monk looking good. Almost died. This is Flicker Strike. Holy shit, dude. Yo, he's almost running out of time. Get him! 1 second! He did it. So stressful.
Looks like he did it. All right, so now keep going.
He had like 1 second.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one. She of storming cruelty.
Dang.
I need mana.
Run. The fury of the hive.
He needs mana leech.
She is Ish.
He gaming. He's gaming.
His message burns within our grasp.
You can do it, Octavian.
Fury of the hive. Hear the great winds. We watch. We wait. We dream. The red fire blooms. Fate belies truth. Shade of thought and motion.
Dude.
Within our grasp. The creeping dark of unburdened thought. We call, we command.
Run. Look at the dodging he has to do.
Thought by thought, destiny unwinds. They fight once more.
Crush!
The voice lines are keys for when you need to dodge. Acceleration. Basically, there's a voice line cue for some of his mechanics, so you know what you need to do. Else you can't dodge it. Let's log in. I wanna log in. Look, man, one hit is like 80% dead. He gets a debuff stack or he doesn't dodge, he's instantly dead in one shot. Imagine this in hardcore. This is crazy.
The creeping dark of unburdened thought.
Yeah, 10%! 10% life, man.
Of wisdom and action.
And this is the easiest. This is the easiest of the bosses. There's 3 more difficult stages. Damn, dude. We did it, Octavian, let's go. Dude, look at the animation. Dang, what a
All right, so
fight.
that's an example of a pinnacle boss, and we're not going to show you the rest of them, but that's just kind of give you a flavor for what an endgame pinnacle boss might be
Holy
like.
shit.
But just like all of the pinnacle bosses, when you defeat them, you're going to get points for the ascendancy tree. Sorry, not ascendancy tree, for the Atlas tree for that particular content. So this is the Breach one here. Now, the idea is that you kill the boss,
We peaked.
you make the whole league more difficult, and then you can beat the boss again at a higher difficulty and get more points. So the first point here you're going to see is +1 to Twisted Domain difficulty, which is going to effectively make Breach harder. It says here difficulty causes
This is
monsters to have
gonna make it
increased damage
harder.
and toughness, as well as making them grant more experience to drop better items. But there's also effectively specific nodes that will give you interesting changes to that league mechanic. So for example, classed hands in your maps have a 25%.
So you're basically farming a certain endgame activity to then juice it to make it even more rewarding to farm that activity. Dude.
Chance to be guarded by a pack of magic monsters. Breaches in your maps have 50% more classed hands. Those things are effectively like breach chests that you find as the breach expands there. So that's like a bonus that you might choose to pick. There's lots of other ones here that you could pick as well. And as I said, each of the different types of content all have their own trees here that you can do your own stuff with. So that is, actually wait, there's one more thing that we forgot to tell you about, and this is kind of important, which is tablets. Okay, right, I should have gone over that earlier, so we'll just do it now.
crazy.
So effectively, right, when you do a breach in your maps, one of the things that you might find, and this is kind of important, are tablets. Now, tablets are items in your inventory that you can use with these towers. If you open your inventory there and we have a look at a
We have a lot to learn.
place. So when you play breaches, you might find these breach tablets, and what this does is effectively adds more breaches to maps in the vicinity. So this says add 8 maps in range. 8 maps in range contain breaches, and breaches in your map spawn an additional rare monster. So if you open a tower, it gives you this interface. You can put the tablet in there, and then when you use it, it affects the local area and adds a bunch of breaches around the place. So what that means is that all the content is self-reinforcing. If you want to play breaches, then you're going to...
Dude, man, this endgame is gonna be 1,000 hours plus easy. Like, what do you mean?
Then you're going to find these tablets. You're going to use those to add more breaches to maps in the area and also boost what the breaches are doing, which will get you more tablets, which will get you more and more and so on. So it's effectively a way to, if you're choosing breach is the thing I want to be doing, then that means that you can effectively self-sustain breach for as long as you want to.
This is one mechanic.
And sort of effectively turn your map into that. This is the true for all the different mechanics that you can find on the Atlas. You know, you've got ones here for Ritual and Expedition and Delirium right there. So, all right, so that's kind of important. So what we've covered here effectively is, okay, obviously, actually, one thing I, of course, failed to mention is that, you know, there are uniques you only get from that Pinnacle Boss, of course, and so on. There are uniques you only get once you get to the difficulty of that Pinnacle Boss up to a certain level. So, of course, once again, each endgame grind has to have a way to expand it, a way to make it more difficult, a way to specialize into it, a way to, get rewards that are specific to that. So, next. Let's talk about Expedition. So
The
once again, we've done another
juicy
sequel to a leak
rewards.
from Here We Won. This one's Expedition.
Man, so now this is gonna be a next endgame activity. This was just like one endgame activity, basically. How to juice it, how to farm the boss. Oh my god, this is gonna be so crazy. Let's go. The juice.
We'll put a map in here, and just to make it a little bit easier, we're not going to actually do the rest of the map. We're just going to do the Expedition part of it. So what Expedition is effectively there are some Kalgurans, a group of people called Kalgurans, who are trying to dig up some old burial sites from their ancestors, and the goal is try to get Verisium relics that are left over from their past. If you've played PoE1, the mechanic is quite similar. Effectively, what you're going to see is all of these markers here on the ground that are going to tell you whereabouts things are buried, and they're going to dig these things up using explosives. So effectively, you have to choose carefully where you're going to place the explosives in order to be able to get the most
Is
amount
he
of
in
bonus.
T60 now?
There are also these things called remnants here that give you both bonuses and downsides for doing them. After you blow up the remnant, all the future monsters after that point will be stronger but more rewarding. So effectively, Octavian's going to place down some of these dynamite charges in a string, and then once he's done that, then he will be able to detonate them and spawn things. Now he's choosing carefully which remnants he wants to use based on his build. He wouldn't want, for example, to make all the monsters immune to ice, because that would completely destroy him.
Yeah, it would screw him over. Like he's an
Now, there
ice
are lots
monk
of interesting
build.
things to find under the ground. There's like chests, and there can often be caverns and things like that. Once you get to the end game system, the pinnacle content for this league, there's going to be bosses and so on.
It's like immune to cold, man. That gives me Diablo 2 vibes, where you had like all these immunities. I'm gonna link this video again, guys. It's from Open World Games. They have this exclusively from the LA event where they were invited to. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.